And we should be live. Welcome everybody to the stream. How are y'all doing? This is episode 8 of the main pod because we did like 5 specials in between. How are you feeling, Cole?
Yay!
How you doing?
Road to 100 episodes. We are almost there. I'm
Almost.
I'm feeling good. Um, Lots of weird Booster Gold news that we're
Yeah,
gonna be talking about, and
we're gonna be
I'll
talking
give my
about
thoughts. And
we're gonna be talking about that
go ahead.
and brand new day. And in case y'all are wondering, oh, where's your Cape Crusader review? It came out yesterday because everybody's watching that show, of course. We will be reviewing it sometime next week if we both get our act together.
Sometime. I'm on episode 1.
I'm on 5, so I'm a hell of a lot further than you are. But that's
Episode
okay.
1 was something.
I have enjoyed this season so far more than season 1.
That's what I've heard.
The
People are
next
saying
episode
like
for you is
it's
going to be
just slightly better.
worse.
Oh my
The
god.
Rocket one is not all that good, low key. But the other ones after that are pretty good. You're going to be interested in some of the stuff that they do. It's a little interesting.
I
We're
was
talking about
already
Cape Crusader season
I
2.
was already kind of frustrated with what they did with the Riddler, but
Oh yeah, I don't know if that's gonna get better or not because I also am kind of pissed off of what they did with the Riddler because he's just kind of a
I
dude who shoots a
what
gun.
are they what are they doing?
I don't know.
Like
Also, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Spoiler
he's
alert. But they don't. I'm on again on episode 5. They have done nothing with Joker except pretend that he's Thanos in the MCU, bruh. Like literal, like like the Avengers post credit
well
scene.
didn't they have
That's the whole
that
thing.
post credit of for season 1? They show him in the post credit for season 1,
It's
and
not.
it's like,
There's no post credit. There's like just a final scene. Yeah.
but he's like uh, the way they showed his voice reveal, he's just like some angry dude. And I was like, okay,
Uh,
that's
Okay, well, yeah, but like he does have the laughing gas and stuff. So,
he has
yeah.
laughing gas, but
I agree. I think you
is
got
he
to go
like the
really real
Joker,
crazy with
or is he like, or is he like Doctor Poison from Wonder Woman,
yeah.
but with
Also,
laughing
Grim,
gas?
I hope you do understand that our time it's tomorrow is Sunday still. I will be doing a Spider-Man live stream probably every day until literal like Zero Company comes out and I'm going to be switching off with Zero Company streams. And that is the new Star Wars game. Uh so yeah.
You lagged out on
We'll
my end. Did you ask me anything?
You lagged out on my end, so it's all good. I did not ask you anything. I was
Okay.
talking about my Spider-Man streams, which I'll be doing until Zero Company comes out, and then be playing Zero Company on the streams along with Spider-Man.
Okay.
I'll probably alternate between the two until I get to
Is
Wolverine, and then
there, other than Booster Gold and Spider Man, is there anything else that happened
uh a
between San
little bit
Diego
of
Comic Con and now?
we can briefly discuss Snyder had a newsletter out yesterday and talked about a few details.
Oh, that's
Um,
right.
I I'm just gonna honestly go to Twitter and just look up.
Oh,
I think
Samara Weaving.
yeah. So Samara Weaving was cast as Emma Frost, and I think that's very very good casting. I
I
think
also
she's
think
all
it's good
right.
casting.
I don't think she's a great actress. I know you are a little bit higher on her. I think she's fine, but I'm thinking about like Emma Frost, and I'm like, I don't know how much acting range you really even need. I don't want to be that guy, but I feel like Emma Frost is pretty like it's pretty easy to get. I don't know.
Yeah, it should have been Sydney Sweeney because no, I'm just
Well, like
kidding.
legitimately
Um,
though, like that's but I to me that's the acting range you need to pull off Emma Frost. Like I don't think you need a lot.
what, Sydney Sweeney?
Yeah, like Sydney Sweeney could probably do it. I don't think she should because obviously there are better
Okay, so
actresses.
Brayden promotes Sydney
I
Sweeney
just said
as
there
Emma
were better
Frost.
actresses. Okay,
You
cool.
you you heard it here first on Home of Comics. Yeah, I think this is good casting.
Yeah.
I don't.
Spaney and Melton were also cast too. That's pretty up. I mean, it wasn't reported by Deadline or anything, but
Those
like you can
weren't
probably
official though. But
come on.
yeah, Kaylee Spaney, great actress, great pick for Rogue. I'm getting very sold on these castings. I was very worried about Adam Driver Magneto
Me too. Me too.
originally, and I don't know.
You
I'm
cut
kind of
out
sold.
slightly, but you just said like you didn't like the Magneto casting, right? That was pretty much the extent of what you said.
Yeah, like ever since the Magneto stuff with Adam Driver, it's just been good casting
I
news
mean,
after good casting news.
Sinister is
And then
a
it
real
turns
good
out he
casting
might
for
be Mr.
forever.
Sinister, which I think would be great.
So
My
they
worry was
have
him as Magneto.
there has been reports theoretically that Jeremy Strong might be Magneto, and it's kind of funny because Jeremy Strong is Jewish, to the best of my knowledge. But I look at Adam Driver and I actually see him more as Magneto. Like that's how much Jeremy Strong is not Magneto. Like I don't think it's very important that you don't just cast any Jewish person just because that character is Jewish. Like Jeremy Strong does not look like Magneto, and he does not carry Magneto.
Wait, Mr. Matthews in the chat. Yo, what's up, Mr.
Mr.
Matthew?
Matthew, how you doing, man?
How's
I
it
did
going?
not see uh I did not see the Walton Files 5. I don't know what that is. At all. I can't lie. I'm out of the loop.
It's you're out of the loop. It's
I'm out
peak.
of the
Haven't you heard?
You watched it?
Dude, I don't know what I'm trolling. I don't know what
You have
this
no
is.
idea what the hell that is either. Okay,
No,
Snyder and APOC are beefing over Cyclops. Are you team APOC or team
right
Snyder?
now.
No, just like
Oh,
yes, last night. True
wait.
Starkey versus
So
the other
APOC
guy,
says Cooper Hoffman,
Cooper
and
Hoffman.
Snyder says Drew Stark.
Starkey looks more like
Uh,
Cyclops, but I don't really care about that.
Cooper Hoffman could pull off the look of Cyclops if he hit the Hollywood gym.
Hit the gym. Yeah.
Like in his current state, you're like, no.
Goodbye, little
But
bro.
but they're Hollywood actors. I I don't know.
I
Like
think either one.
you can
This is kind of a
you
whatever
can.
because I like both. You know.
I think Cooper Hoffman's the better actor than Drew
Oh yeah,
Starkey.
for
So
sure. But like,
I think.
I'm not gonna sit and whine if Drew Starkey gets the role. Like, I feel like
How
that's.
old is Drew Starkey? Are they the same age?
I think Starkey's a little older, but he's not much older. I think Starkey's 26. I kind of just pulled that out of my.
Mm,
I looked up Starkey, Drew Starkey.
Cooper Hoffman's 23.
Yes, he's actually younger
I know that.
than Sadie, which I think is funny. Starkey is 32.
That's
Ooh, Starkey is quite a bit
ooh,
older.
that's a gap.
That's an 8 year age gap
That's a
between him and Gene, but that's not that crazy. Also, Snyder reported, but I think he got it wrong that Rogue and
he would be in
Cyclops are
line
gonna have a
with
thing,
he would be in line with Weaving
which I think they want to do.
same
So
age.
that makes sense.
What
And
is it?
then
Frost and Cyclops? I think
love triangle of sorts between the three of them. I think maybe possibly is a thing.
mm, they've already ruined her. Okay, I'm not gonna go into spoilers yet, but they what they're doing with Jean Grey, it's low key. Not I'm not a fan.
Interesting, but I don't know if it's good. I think that's it's one of the weaker parts of the movie for me for sure. Just off of the whole like future of the MCU angle. Aside from all the castings, the only other news is that Ryan Gosling is coming in Secret Wars as Ghost Rider, which I think makes sense. You want to bolster up Secret Wars and introduce people to the future. I think
And
David
they
Johnson was also
revealed his character, right? Or which Ghost
Johnny
Rider he's playing.
Blaze was going to be the Ghost Rider, yes. Which I don't think lines up with Agents of Shield canon. I think they have someone else as Johnny Blaze, and
Why
then
would it
I
need to line up with Agents of Shield canon, Brayden?
because there's Agents of Shield fans, Agents of Shield fans who are very upset that it's possible that the MCU post Secret Wars will not be canon to Agents of Shield, which is so stupid. So
Didn't
I'm
they?
with you.
They cut out one of the characters from Brand New Day, right? Rosario
Yeah, but
Dawson
she's
was in it.
canon. She's in Daredevil. Daredevil's
Oh,
fully canon.
I didn't know that because yeah,
The Netflix shows are fully canon, but like the ABC ones are the ones where people are like, oh, but like I don't care. Like I didn't watch them. To be fair, this is a brand new day spoiler friendly stream. As in, we are talking spoilers, and if you click on it, you're going to get spoiled possibly. If that's
uh,
the question that we're asking
do
here.
we address the character in Brand New Day? Can
We
we
all
do
know it's
that?
Jean Grey. I don't think we have to like
Okay,
beat around the bush
so
here.
technically not a totally spoiler-free zone,
No, spoiler
but
friendly. I think we mean like
that technically was a spoiler,
no. I'm
I
saying
guess.
like we're gonna spoil. That's what spoiler
Oh,
friendly means for me
oh,
at
oh,
least.
oh, oh. I got confused
Like
there.
spoilers are friendly. I don't know. That's how I interpreted it. I'm Anyway, sorry. I wanted to quickly before we talk about Gene. The other thing reported from Snyder's thing. I think the last thing reported. Oh, there's two things. My fault. Daniel Kaluuya is reportedly nearing a deal to reprise his role as Wakabi. I believe it's how you pronounced it in Black Panther 3. He was in Black Panther 1 and maybe Infinity War. I'm not 100% sure on that last one. But he was in a few of those movies and then obviously has stopped acting for a while now. But it'd be cool for him to come back in Black Panther 3. It would be cool to see David Johnson with him as well, T'Challa Jr. and all that. There's a report that he would be in Secret Wars as well, T'Challa Jr., which I think makes sense. Again, aging him up.
Uh, that's pretty self-explanatory, I would say.
And then finally, the last piece of news is that Mephisto, Sacha Baron Cohen's Mephisto, will return in Ghost Rider, but he's not going to be the main villain. Which for me, again, a lot of sense. Bring back Mephisto. Uh, Ghost Rider is a very clear angle for that to happen. Now, I watched Ironheart. I don't think you did. You didn't watch Ironheart, right?
I actually watched the episode with Mephisto, and that was
Did you think I don't like Sacha Baron Cohen? Besides the fact that he's a Zionist, I also just like don't think he's an amazing actor. But
I've
like I
seen
don't
multiple of his films.
I don't think he played Mephisto badly. I just kind of feel like it was an unnecessary risk by Marvel to basically hire a guy who's not really that good of an actor and then just be like, here's Mephisto. I don't know. I'm okay with him being a Ghost Rider because it makes sense. But I'm always a little disappointed when I see his name next to, you know,
Yeah,
Mephisto.
he was okay. He kind of was just Sasha Cohen Barrett. Like he's kind of the same person every role he plays, and it makes a lot of sense for him to be in a Sean Levy movie because I don't, I don't know. There might be
But
some
he was
relation
also
there.
technically a Ryan Coogler produced project, right? Because Ironheart was Ryan Coogler produced. Without Ryan Coogler, Ironheart doesn't get made. So
Sure, and I mean, I don't know why they didn't put him in WandaVision. I was kind of confused about that.
Mephisto, honestly, that was a missed opportunity. I think that they wanted because in their minds, right, they're doing Mephisto in a few years, right? But
Do you
everything got
remember the
delayed.
thing with the fly with people like theorizing that
Yes, yes.
this
New
shot of a
Rockstars had a
fly?
freaking field day with that.
I remember that like it was yesterday.
Yeah, and instead it was 5 years ago. So that makes you feel old, doesn't it? We
Yeah,
say being super freaking young. Look at
yeah.
us.
And
We're just like babies.
after watching Moon Knight, I was like, I'm not watching an MCU show again.
Speaking
And
of, Grim asks if Marvel TV could get shut down. I will say
mm,
no. Shut down is a
well, that is
harsh.
what Snyder. You missed something Snyder said, and that he
No, he
explained
said it.
why.
He said that he thinks they're done, but I don't think Marvel Television dies. I think what it becomes is like legit one show a year that isn't animation, and it is either a recurring show or they do a miniseries along with maybe one shot every 1 or 2 years, and that's the output you get. And you use it
Yes,
specifically for like a B tier character, C tier character, and you try to just put the best writers, the best creatives behind it to ensure good quality.
but you
Uh,
had something that was pretty good in Wonder Man, but
but then they canceled it, right? So in that same report, he
I
said
just
that he
don't get.
expects him to come
I
back.
just
So
because that's a show that was Emmy nominated,
it's a good show too. It really is. Like
and you had
it's
good
not
actors and good performances, and
it's
I
not a
just.
show that needed a season two by like virtue of it ending, right? But like
But they
that
greenlit the season two.
they greenlit it and then they canceled it, and it to me it feels like a slap in the face. And I don't think it would have been a big deal if they had been like if they had announced Shang-Chi 2 or if they had announced like a West Coast Avengers movie. at San Diego Comic-Con and been like, we are canceling Wonder Man season 2 because we found a better avenue for him to be in, and we want to reduce output, and so that's what we're doing. But the fact that they're not even committing to putting Wonder Man in anything right now, I'm a little nervous. I want him to be in Secret Wars. I want him to be
He'll
in like a.
probably be in Secret Wars. There's no
I
way
can't
he's
imagine
not.
he's not.
If
Hashtag
they
everybody's in
just
Secret Wars.
if they just leave him out to dry and not put him in anything again, then that would be pretty fucked.
Yeah, no, I agree. And
That
also,
that would not be good.
Yaya's like a good actor too. So for me, it's just like how like he already got screwed by DC as far as I'm concerned because Black Manta should have been a much bigger role than 2 movies.
Um, what do you mean? He was the star villain of 2 movies.
Yeah, but like, do you remember him in Aquaman 2? Like, I don't remember. Like, I know he's in it. And I
Yeah,
know he's
he
the
was
main
the main
villain.
villain.
That movie is so bad. I forget what he even does. It doesn't he like his kid or something. I don't remember. Like I watched
Well,
it
it's a bad movie. It's a bad movie, but they gave him something to do. Like he was the main villain.
twice. Yeah, okay. All right. Well, he
Just
did kind of
because the
play
whole
second
movie is
fiddle to Ocean
forgivable doesn't mean
Master. But
that he was the problem there.
oh, he's not the problem. It pisses me off because Black Manta should be like, this whole. I guess you're right though. I guess you are right. Like they didn't
And
really.
Aquaman is a good film, the first one.
No,
And
Gustavo. Gustavo, you here? Gustavo. I don't mind Aquaman 1. I really don't. I think it's all right. But it's
I don't
just
mind it either.
the fact that
I mean, it's a good film though.
it made $1 billion and it was the biggest it's the biggest DC film ever.
Yeah, but
Why?
you also have to well, there's some context there because what propelled that so much was China's box office. Like in the
No.
United States, it didn't do
Terrible.
like it didn't do terrible, but like it didn't do amazing in the United States. It was very, very China heavy.
Right.
And right now with Brand New Day, we're kind of seeing the opposite because China's still not selling with these comic book movies. It's the
Um
only market that's underperforming with Brand New Day.
but it's still doing well in general because the movie is doing so well.
Oh, it's
Like
the biggest film maybe ever. We'll have to see.
I don't think it gets there. I think it's really close. Right now I have it at third all time when all is said and done.
I
Which
think
would
it's
be
for sure going
right.
to be in the top 3 of all time, and with box office, and
Yeah.
that's without China's push, which is kind of crazy to think about.
Do you
Because
do you think
pre COVID,
China goes out for Doomsday, or do you think it's going to be very similar numbers?
it's gonna be similar. If Brand New Day isn't doing it for China, I don't really see Doomsday.
I still think Doomsday grosses more than Spider-Man though. Like I know I'm saying that as it's going to probably make $2.6 billion, but like Doomsday, I just don't see people being like, I'm going to watch Spider-Man but not watch Avengers. And I can see a plethora of people saying, I won't watch Spider-Man, but I will watch Avengers. And I feel like those two audiences exist. Um,
It depends on. It really
I think
just depends on how
the
people view
quality.
it. Because
Yeah.
if people overwhelmingly are just like, "This is dog shit," I
Yeah,
don't see it doing better than Brand New Day.
I see it make, but
But it's
still, even
still
with
going to
it
make a
doing
billion
that,
dollars
even
because
with it,
it's gonna make at least $500 million at bare minimum globally in the box office
yeah.
opening weekend.
And
Like,
I would argue even if it's abysmal, it probably still does better than Deadpool Wolverine, which was like 1.4.
oh, did you see? This is totally not relevant, but did you see that DC Comics announced the reprint of Superman: Panic in the Sky in
Yeah,
January 20?
so that is I haven't read it. If everyone kind of knows this by now, it's kind of an open secret that I just don't read a lot of comics. But I've heard that Panic in the Sky is a direct inspiration of Man of Tomorrow, right?
But James Gunn said the opposite.
But we all disagree, right? Like everyone disagrees with that statement. Like that's just him like
Yeah,
pretending
I
not to
mean, if
spoil the movie.
I guess it makes sense because Brainiac, Maxima. I guess. Well,
Is she playing
if
Maxima?
I don't know. Maybe the reprint is just some big CIA operative that's like
Tom King came in. He said, we're reprinting Panic in the
Tom
Sky."
King orchestrated this Adria Odrena
Yeah,
Maxima thing.
maybe. Grim asks, "What do we think about Marshala Ali calling out Marvel over Blade?" Uh,
Oh, we did not talk about that.
we talked about this in private. We talked about this in our friend group
Yep.
chat. Uh, Ali is fully at this point fully warranted in whatever he wants to say about Marvel Studios. I don't think Feige himself was sitting there like, I don't want to make a Blade movie. I do think that Disney was maybe like, I don't want to make a Blade movie that has the like slavery and KKK undertones that I think
Oh, isn't this
Ali
what Snyder
wanted.
said?
Yeah,
Or
this is what's
is this official?
no, but like it's heavily implied because they were using the Sinners costumes that it was going to be a period. It was going to be a period
Oh, right,
piece
right, right.
in the 20s. It wasn't going to be slavery, but it was going to be like segregation. And I think I do find it hard to believe that I mean, I think Black Panther touches on racial themes pretty well. And Ryan Coogler obviously has a pretty strong green light to do whatever the hell he wants. So I think from like a Marvel Studios perspective, this isn't the problem. I think Disney was very scared to make that movie in I don't know what it would have been 2023, 2024, right when we started to see like a rise in like a fallout from the Black Lives Matter protests in 2020 and sort of a rise back to like immigration issues and racism sort of taking the forefront in media. And I think Disney, especially knowing Bob Iger, I think Chapek greenlit the project. So knowing Iger specifically, I think that he would probably not want this sort of movie to come out. That's my personal take on it. And in that case, Ali, again, you have plenty of reason to be mad at Marvel and Disney, because I think that it is purely studio politics as to why your movie did not get made. I think they'll do Blade. I don't. They're not doing it with Ali, as far as I'm concerned. I don't see them never touching Blade, but I'm very upset at how this is all sort of shaken up. And yeah, those are my thoughts on it.
Um, yeah. Oh, this was still in development when Trump won, right?
Oh yeah. I don't. I mean, it's very possible that that literally killed the project, but I think up until a few, I would even say a few months ago, I would assume the plan was to do Blade just after the
And
multiverse saga,
yeah, because around
because
when
they're
Trump got elected,
Ghost Rider
Mahershala
kind of just
actually
is.
started. He actually started taking on more roles, like Jurassic
Yeah,
World.
yeah.
Uh,
I,
so that could have been the kind of killing factor for Disney, but I mean, we don't really know any concrete information behind the scenes, so
mm.
um,
No, I don't have
it
a scoop or
just
anything.
it just
It's all
sucks
pure
that
speculation.
it just definitely sucks for him that a, a very up and coming actor who just won his second Oscar had to pass on several roles over the years because he was waiting on this to happen. And
I don't know if I'd call him up and coming. I feel like he's here,
or yeah, he's
but
established, not up and coming, but
but
like he just won his second. He just won
yeah,
his second Oscar. Like
yeah.
there was still a very high ceiling for him, which is what I meant. But
So
yeah,
I want to we don't have a lot of questions now, so I'm gonna hop into booster gold discussion, and we're gonna save brand new day for the last topic. So that is our agenda for the rest of this live. Thoughts on booster gold? It sounds like my God, Nanjiani, is that how you pronounce his last name? Did I butcher it? I've recently learned,
Kumail
guys. I've been
Nanjiani.
Nanjiani. Okay. Nanjiani. I've been mispronouncing it wrong this entire time. I always thought that the I was before the J, and I read it today and I'm like, "Oh, it doesn't. It's not. I can't read." So, I've been doing that this whole time and I want to apologize for mispronouncing his name so often. Uh but it sounds like he's out as Booster
Well,
Gold.
I think first we have to discuss. Um, David Jenkins. I think that's kind of
Oh, oh yeah,
what started this whole
right.
thing. So
R.I.P.
piggybacking what happened with Mahershala Ali's comments,
Hmm.
David Jenkins puts out a statement that let me actually get it up so I
It's
don't
such a bad. It's so
butcher.
bad.
It's it was weird. But
It's a bad
anyways,
statement.
Ollie made his comments. He quote threads it, I guess, since it was on Threads, saying, "My booster gold won't be moving forward. Can't improve on
Hmm.
Mahershala's lovely statement, so I'll just apply it here as well." And that was it, out of nowhere. Um, and this is not at all similar, these situations, because one of
It's
them is
not
a
even
normal
close. Yeah.
Hollywood practice and the other is very much not a normal Hollywood practice. Um, and these things happen.
Of
It
course.
definitely, I feel for David Jenkins because he did get hired to write that pilot script a year ago, and he had a year to work on it, and he put in a lot of effort, seemingly. So it definitely sucks, and the same is applied for every writer. And if that pilot got picked up, he would have been a showrunner and an executive producer. But obviously it didn't. And I don't know. It could be that the direction wasn't what they were looking for, or it was just bad. Um, and I
I
think
mean,
especially after Supergirl, they're not going to take any risks particularly.
right.
Um,
I think it's very likely that Gunn's idea of a good script is maybe a little different from other people's ideas of a good script, and that might be why someone like Jenkins was kicked off Booster Gold. I don't know for sure. Again, pure speculation, but like that makes the most sense to me uh based on everything else. Hi Sam, how you doing? It makes the most sense to me based on other movements with DC. But this kind of just means that Nanjiani cannot be Booster Gold because it's going to take way too long, and there's no way he was cast in general anyway. In my opinion, at this point. Uh,
I
but
think he was.
but like for what? They're not supposed to cast
Well,
without knowing what he was supposed to be in.
they are not. I don't I don't think it was official. I don't think
Okay.
it was under contract. But if you remember, Snyder was in the press room when they announced the DCU and the DCU slate, and he heard, "What are you laughing about?"
I remember that Snyder. I don't know if he was at the press for that. Do you remember when he went up to like James Gunn? He's like, "What if you guys film in Atlanta?" And
Oh,
then
yeah.
Rachel Brosnahan gets pregnant, and then has to like. We didn't say Rachel. To be fair, he said Lois. What your actress for Lois Lane gets pregnant, and then you have to go to a different state to perform an abortion. That was
Yeah,
so
and
bad.
DC Studios just cut him loose after that.
They just got him loose. They said you're not doing that.
I mean, I think Snyder's a good journalist, as a journalist, but that was definitely an interesting um, thing to do
Snyder
there. And then
Snyder is the most human being I've ever
he's
seen
just
anyone be.
he's just
He's
like an
such a
unhinged
human.
journalist.
He's such a human.
It's yeah, but
Mistakes were
anyways,
made.
mistakes were made. But anyways, he said that Gunn said that he was talking to someone
Ah, you cut out.
to play Booster Gold, and that was in 2020. So might have been 2024. Um,
Ah, okay. Yeah, I actually heard all of that despite you cutting out.
okay.
It just sped up.
Regardless,
Yeah.
oh, cool. Um,
Gribb's like
what
what
was I saying?
Snyder? Jeff Snyder with an I.
Jeff Snyder.
Yeah.
Um,
Specifically for journalism
but
purposes.
and then we heard from Apocalyptic,
Hmm.
who worked for Nexus at the time,
Hmm.
who said that he was officially Booster Gold.
Right.
So maybe he was in a project at some point. Maybe he was in Peacemaker and it just didn't
There you go.
happen,
Yep.
or something like that. I think there was a lot of criticism for this role that could have played a factor. But then again, if Matthew Lillard is playing Ted Cord, you kind of have to go older here.
Older for Booster.
Unless you just cast a young Booster Gold and he's just like saving an old Ted Cord.
Also, like there is a possibility that with the creative overhaul of Booster Gold, that they also change what the show is to be a blue and gold show or something. Because
Could
like
be.
why even like do just Booster? Like at
Then
this point,
you
I feel like all your shows kind of have to be as big as possible to warrant being made. Why not just put in Blue Beetle as well? Just an easy
well,
fit,
I assume he will be.
right? But
I
like
think
put
no
him in the
matter
title.
what, I think it'll tie into what we saw in. I mean, Blue Beetle, the movie is not canon, but I think it'll be something like that. Maybe
It might
Ted
as well
Cord is
be.
on Salvation. Um,
They're all in Salvation.
maybe Ted
That's the
Cord is stuck
DC.
on Salvation, and Peacemaker is just smoking joints on Salvation as they're trying to survive from some dinosaurs or some shit.
DC version of hashtag Everybody's in Secret Wars is hashtag Everybody's in Salvation.
Hashtag everyone is in Salvation.
Everybody's
Uh,
in Salvation. Everybody or on Salvation. I don't know.
White Rabbit.
Yeah.
Uh, oh, Brother
Captain
Power. We
Atom.
didn't talk about Brother Power or
We're not
what's his
doing
name?
that. Brother Power of the Geek.
Brother
Come
Power the
on.
Geek.
They made a DC character after Cole. Oh my god. After me.
I don't know if you should be saying that,
I know.
but
Anybody else on your roster?
bruh, yeah. I mean, I think someone said Matthew Lillard would be playing that role. He's not playing some fodder character like that.
Look, he could. He's kind of just playing a fodder character for Marvel right now. He's not like complete fodder, but like the character's not. I don't think he's in the comics. He's just like a
If you're
Valentina.
getting, yeah, but James Gunn is friends with Matthew Lillard.
Yes.
Like, I feel like if you're gonna cast Matthew Lillard, he's gonna be a notable. He could be Plastic Man for the Terrifics. I mean, he's old, but so is Guy Gardner. So is um, a lot
Is
of
Eddie
this
old?
DC universe.
How old is Eddie? 45? Yeah,
Eddie? Who are you talking about?
Gathegi.
Oh, Gathegi. I don't know, but there's a lot of characters here that are old.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Hawk Girl. Isabel Merced's pushing 25, I think. She's not old.
Yeah, that's pretty
I'm
old.
kidding. That's super freaking old. I'm kidding.
Yeah, but yeah, I think tying this back to David Jenkins, it sucks. It definitely sucks.
Right.
His comments didn't
Sure.
relate at all. And then another thing I want to talk about is the Writers Guild of America put he was a showrunner, which I feel like you can't just. It's not like IMDb. You can't just go in
Right.
there and put that in.
Right.
I have a feeling his agent put that in prematurely, trying to kind of get the studio to pressure him into picking up his script.
Oh, they were playing games.
Well, again, you do not see a writer who is this public about his script that he's trying to get made as a pilot order into his show.
Right. You maybe
just
get
don't
like an
see that.
announcement. That's about it. You don't keep
The
talking
fact
about
that
it.
he's been this public, like I turned my pilot script in last week or today.
This is the greatest they've ever written in my life.
This, exactly. You just don't see that. And we certainly didn't see that. If we're applying this to the DCU, we didn't see that with Lanterns. It just got picked up.
Oh, it got picked up. It was a disgusting film post. It's on HBO now, by the way. Boom. It's been greenlit.
Yeah.
That was it.
Like it's and McBride, Danny McBride was writing this. Nothing public there.
Nope.
Like I think he definitely tried to get the studio to he pressured the studio just by being so public about his process and turning that process into the studio. It just hopefully other studios don't get worried about that. But yeah, other than that, the wrap came out because everyone was freaking out. Oh, Booster Gold's canceled. Nowhere did it say that Booster Gold was canceled. He said his script or his Booster Gold didn't make it. That does not mean the show is canceled. I don't know why everyone thought
He did specifically say
it was
my.
canceled.
I think if he said that Booster Gold, I mean, to be fair, I think Deadline posted something about Booster Gold being out or something. So it was
All
definitely
the trades had headlines saying Booster Gold canceled, says David Jenkins.
yeah, but in one of the
Like,
things they headlined it like that, and then in the text of the article they actually said it was getting the creative overhaul, which I think is really bad journalism because
um,
why would you write it that way in the headline? It's
that was
clickbait.
Hollywood Reporter, and I remember reading it. I don't remember reading that part originally. So when it went
Oh,
up,
did they
I
add
don't
it?
think that part was in.
Okay,
I think it was added in like a few
that's
minutes
fair.
later.
I guess that's
But
fair
yeah,
then because they actually just thought
the
it was dead.
rap, the rap is kind of a place where I think this happened with
It's
Wonder
hit or
Woman
miss.
with Gal Gadot. No, it's not hit or miss. It's kind of an outlet with that DC Studios has put stuff out in to kind of calm flames. Gal Gadot said, remember, Gal Gadot
Okay.
was saying she was talking to James Gunn about being Wonder Woman,
And
and what
everyone
was the
freaked
outlet
out
that? And what was the
as they
outlet that
should.
was like there were actually no talks? So I think the studio did come out and put this out through the rap. Said the show is still going. They're looking for a new creative team, and I people are not trusting that. I trust it because Booster Gold is going to be a member of this Just League International. I think we're definitely getting Ted Cord. We're getting Blue Beetle in Man of Tomorrow. I think he's Booster Gold definitely fits in this chapter. Uh, I think just canceling the show doesn't really make sense, and this gives you enough time to put out Batman and Wonder Woman or focus
Who
on
would you
Batman and Wonder Woman.
who would you want show running this project right now? Like if you could pick somebody to show run Booster Gold. I don't want to put you on the spot, but like
I will tell you
you
right now.
you probably want someone comedic, someone who's worked in comedy. Uh, you'd
Ooh,
probably want
I just looked
someone.
up. I just looked up the showrunner to my favorite show, but he's also had some misses.
Mr. Nostalgia, bro. All caps. Sean Levy.
Sean Levy. Let's have
I
Sean
mean,
Levy here.
low key, comedic chops. He's riffing on a
Sean
level
Levy
that is
with
freaking
Ryan
sublime.
Gosling.
As booster, I mean, literally, why
I
not at
was
this point?
I was gonna say Armando Iannucci.
What's he
Iannucci.
done?
Veep. He show ran
Oh,
Veep,
they should actually get the guy who did Veep. That would be
but
good.
he's also done the Death of Stalin, which I watched and was kind of hit or miss for me.
Oh, that's
Actually,
right.
it wasn't that bad, but it wasn't great. Oh, he's the
Uh,
director actually,
I think Sam
and the
wants
writer.
Tony Gilroy, judging by
Tony
his
Gilroy
comment.
is not doing Brewster Gold. I don't know.
I mean,
I
he
don't know how
did
to tell you
Andor. I
this.
guess Andor was kind of his baby though. Andor was like his
Hold
baby.
on. Let me look up HBO comedy shows.
Yeah, because they're obviously
Uh,
they might go in house for this. James Gunn. Anyone want James Gunn to do it?
at this
Cole wants
point,
Sydney Sweeney as
right.
Wonder Woman. Is this true? Do you want Sydney Sweeney as Wonder Woman?
This
Source
was grim,
Variety.
wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Grim. Grim said Variety said it.
Uh,
Brayden, that's not what I
all
said,
right.
bro.
So
Stop teasing your project, bro.
I looked at the Righteous Gemstones and just realized that Danny McBride was the showrunner there, and he's already been.
They could bring him
Uh,
back. They could. Theoretically, they could.
they could theoretically bring him back, but now he's working on the GI Joe movie, and they're casting for that. So that's not gonna. It wouldn't happen
Which
anytime
movie
soon.
makes more for the respective studio? The G Wait, is GI Joe Paramount? Paramount, right?
What about
Yeah.
Hacks? Have you seen Hacks?
No. No,
Has
I've
anyone
not.
here seen Hacks?
Someone let me know if you've seen Hacks. We'll add you to the stream
It's got
on Discord.
98% on Rotten Tomatoes. Oh, three
Derpy
people show ran
Derpy
it.
Derpy says Sam Raimi for Batman Brave and the Bold. Well, unfortunately,
Yes,
Andy
sir.
Muschietti's on that project until the foreseeable future.
We do not care. That is fake news.
Well, I'm seeing Andy Muschietti on the project as of now, so
Because
you let me
okay,
know.
Brayden is a
Oh,
Andy Muschietti shill, He
No,
loves
come on.
every single movie he's done besides The Flash.
I haven't
So
seen Mama. I can't tell you I like Mama. I didn't see Mama. I've like two of the movies he's 50% right now movie wise. 50%. That's not good. It's a failing grade. Get a
what do
50
you
in a
mean
class, they're going to
50%?
tell you to redo it. I've only
No,
seen
because
two of
you
his
like
movies, or three, four.
yeah,
Eight
but
Welcome
you
to
don't
Derry
like The
isn't a movie.
Flash. So that's 66%. You like 66% of his films.
Hold, stop.
Because you like It Chapter 1, you like It Chapter 2,
Uh huh.
you don't like The Flash.
I don't like The Flash, but I haven't seen Mama.
Okay, but then it's irrelevant. Out of all the Muschietti
Okay, but
films you've
66
seen,
is still a failing
you like
grade. Then
66. It's a D plus.
it's still failing. You don't graduate with 60. Maybe
But
you do.
also,
Okay,
you
but
like Welcome
come
to
on.
Derry, which is show ran by
Yeah,
him.
that's fair. That's fair. But
So
well,
then
he didn't
it's
showrun. He didn't showrun.
oh, he didn't show run, but he was the
He didn't
producer
showrun.
and
Sure.
he directed the big episodes there.
Do you see a
But
theme
anyways,
though with what I've liked from Andy Muschietti? It's all just it,
you're 75%.
but it's all it. So it's like that's fake. It's a one
I
franchise. I
don't know
just
what
like
to
the
tell you.
franchise.
It seems like
The thing is
I don't know
clear.
what
I
to
need to
tell
see
you.
Mama. If I see Mama, then I can tell you if I actually enjoy Andy Muschietti.
All right, so my next picks for Booster Gold are between Lucia and I can't pronounce these names. The Hack Showrunners.
Okay. Deadass haven't seen
Jen
the
Jen
show, but that's okay.
Stats Jen Statsky, Paul W. Downs. I'm just going off HBO showrunners because they obviously went to Danny McBride, and they went to David Jenkins, who didn't do HBO but did HBO Max with
Right.
Our Flag Means Death. So they're definitely going in house here for Booster Gold. They're looking for in house people, and Hacks is a critically
Oh, dude,
acclaimed
everybody
show.
loves Hacks, man. I need to get on it clearly because everybody likes Hacks.
I know Hannah oh, what's her name? Hannah Einbender, isn't it? Who's actually pretty good.
I don't know who the hell that is. I'm not gonna lie.
She was
I'm
the
not
person
gonna
who
lie.
went on stage at the Emmys and was like, "Fuck ice, go birds." You don't
Oh,
remember this?
oh
That's
no, I
Hannah
do.
Einbender.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, that's fun. Let's get her in Booster Gold. I like that. That's
she can
great.
play. Oh God, who's Booster's? Who's
Uh,
Booster's
she can
love
play.
interest besides Ted Cord?
She can
Trixie
play.
Collins.
Sure. Yeah, besides Ted Cord, yeah, good plug there. Epic plug. Kira Snyder is
Hey,
buns. Who the hell is Kira
we
Snyder?
can
Who are
have a
these
three
people?
way. What are
Oh
you talking
boy.
about? That's the Paradise Lost writer.
Oh, I forgot what the writers were
This
named,
dude is
bro.
a fake fan, bro. Fake
Bro,
DC fan.
oh wait, is the Paradise Lost thing that we know public knowledge or no? It's not,
It
right?
is not.
I'm sorry,
We're not
y'all. I
talking
just
about
teased
it.
that shit. I just teased that shit, and then we can't even talk about it. Just know, James Gunn said Paradise Lost was an extreme development. I feel like that's all we could say. Extreme development. I'll let y'all figure that out. Um, yeah, we all are supportive of Janet Lynn. Facts. Reads a LARPer like me. It's true. I'm a comic
All
LARPer.
right. Anyways, Camille Nanjiani not playing Booster. Who's your pick for Booster, Brayden?
I want you to guess who it is because it's very. I have two picks,
Oh
and
my
they're both
god.
fan casts from Twitter.
Oh, they Ryan is one Ryan Gosling?
No, I'll give you a hint. The guy who I want to one of the
Glenn
guys who I
Powell.
want. Oh yeah, I was gonna say one of the guys I want to play
Dude,
Booster
this
Gold. I
dude is
also want.
unoriginal. This
I
dude is the
also
most
want to play
unoriginal guy
Nova.
ever.
I want Glenn to play Nova too. So
I don't think Glenn Powell is a favorite to play Booster Gold.
wait. What do you mean the writers from Bridgerton and Handmaid's Tale aren't attached? Are those Kira Snyder and Janet Lynn?
Yes.
Did they? No, they're attached. That's not what I was saying. I'm sorry. I've led us astray. I just said that Paradise Lost is
No.
an.
Do not listen to Brayden, y'all.
I'm leading
Just
the
don't
chat
listen.
astray. I'm I'm sorry. I thought we could discuss something we can't actually discuss.
They are still
I
attached. In fact, I'm
I
actually
am
gonna
sorry.
look at the
We are sworn to
directory.
secrecy about some things, and this is one of them. I'm not LARPing anything. Um,
He is LARPing.
what
I'm
else did I say?
afraid.
Oh, and the other guy I want is I don't remember his name. That's really embarrassing, isn't it? If I don't remember the guy's name.
Nice. I love that guy. I know him from that show Pennyworth.
I want the guy from Smosh.
Oh, Shane Top.
Yeah, I want Shane
So
Todd. I almost call him Shane
these are
Todd.
just fan castings you have in mind.
Yeah, I mean, look, they're Twitter fan casts, but like I like them both, so I don't care. I'm shameless. I don't give a shit.
All right.
No, you don't have to feel bad about bringing it up. I just didn't. I don't know. I don't know showrunners like that. So like when I don't remember what they've done, I just know that they're on the project. So I didn't know if you were talking about something else. And truly,
So
I let everybody astray.
the WGA has Paradise Lost coming out in 2027 to 2028, which makes sense.
I'm not so sure about that one.
What else would it
Well,
come out?
actually, it depends. Are they saying like when I hear that, does that mean like 2028, like any part of 2028?
Yeah.
Okay, I was thinking like the 2027, 2028. You know how like shows
What?
would premiere in like September of 2027 and then go to like April of 2028, back in the good old days on cable. You know what I'm saying?
That's not what this means.
But that's what I thought it meant. So I do not want Austin Butler as Booster Gold. We're good on that. We're very good on that,
Um,
actually. No, I'm so good on that.
he's a good
I
actor.
don't like Austin Butler that much, guys. I think he's all right.
I just can't see him being that quippy.
I think Austin's
You
all
know,
right. I didn't watch Elvis, so that might be part of my problem. But
I did watch Elvis, and I watched
was it
Dune
good?
Part Two. Um,
Oh, I did see Dune. Yeah, it's true. Forgot about that. That's what I
Elvis,
mean.
when
Like
I
I
saw
forgot about
it,
that Loki.
it the last time I saw it was in theaters, so I could not tell you. It's been so long that it's probably a worse movie than how I thought it was when I was younger and watched it in theaters. But yeah, I didn't think it was bad when I watched it in theaters. So.
So just out there as a fan cast. Well, guess what? There's some Twitter fan casts I don't subscribe to, and Austin Butler, unfortunately, is one of them. I do not want Austin Butler for Booster Gold. We're
He's
good.
not a Boots or Gold fan cat. I've never seen that.
I don't know. Derpy say, do you trust our audience? I trust our audience. If they
But
say
I'm
there's a
just
guy
saying.
out there,
So people would just want to cast a blonde male actor who is in his 30s. Is what we're seeing here.
I mean, that's kind of my, that's kind of just my picks. So like, yeah, I don't know. Like, I mean, Glenn Powell's
Oh,
funny, and Shane Topp's
here's the
funny.
problem with these fan casts. Besides Shane Top, because I feel like Shane Top is doable.
Okay,
Why would guys like Glenn Powell, possibly HBO Max? I think it will be HBO, but if it's HBO, then we can have a conversation. But if it's HBO Max, I don't see Glenn Powell doing some Booster Gold.
sure,
You
sure,
know,
yeah. Uh,
but
okay,
which even if it's
that's fair.
HBO, like he's a movie actor.
Yeah. Isn't he in the
And with
Hulu
Lanterns,
show?
we have TV actors
Oh, is that
doing
Ryan
Lanterns, and
Gosling? No,
that's HBO.
no, Glenn's in the Chad Powers show.
Yeah, and who did the
That's
Chad
Hulu,
Power
right?
show? Brayden.
Michael Waldron.
Who else?
I don't know. You've lost me. I forgot. Sean Levy? I don't know.
I, it might have been Sean Levy. Hold on.
What are the main differences between HBO
Just
Max and HBO shows? HBO is like a seal of quality approval, as far as I can tell. It's got
oh,
the
he was the
it.
showrunner.
Yeah, it was
Michael
Waldron.
Watch. But it was also
HBO.
not it was not a show. It was like a limited series.
It's getting a season 2. So how limited is it?
Oh, really? Is that
Yeah,
actually
how
getting a season
limited
two?
is it
What are
if it
we
gets a
doing?
season 2?
But I thought it was like 6 episodes.
I don't want to be
That's what I
that
meant.
guy, but Loki got. Whoa, wait, Michael Waldron's a hack, bro. Because Loki's also just 2 seasons of 6 episodes each. This guy's a hack. Oh my god. Disgusting. The difference between HBO and HBO Max, as far as I can tell, is that Max is just it doesn't get the Sunday night prime time that HBO does, and it doesn't get to go on the HBO channel on cable, which is I guess important. I don't know.
Yeah. It's like
Uh
HBO's your prestige
yeah, I was about to say
television.
too, it's like a quality, it's a
Like
seal of approval.
your Game of Thrones, stuff like that.
Yeah. So I mean Lanterns apparently is amazing. Everyone I've heard from who watched it liked it a lot. That goes for online chatter too, where people are just straight up saying I've watched it and it's great and stuff. But I mean, I assume Lanterns is really good, but like Peacemaker season 2 is not like prestige TV. It was just kind of like a normal superhero show, at least for me. So like I enjoyed the superhero shows that have come out. I'm not that hard to please, if I'm being honest, when it comes to superhero shows. But like it's not quality prestige storytelling. You know, I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
Yeah. All right.
Peacemaker's HBO Max.
I think we're ready for some brand new day discussion.
Yes, after Derpy, this is going to bring us into Marvel anyway. Marvel's potentially eyeing Jensen for Nova. For what role? Because Jensen could. I mean, I don't think that that's inaccurate. They probably have talked to Jensen Ackles because Jensen Ackles is superhero
Jensen
project
Ackles
already.
is a TV actor.
Yeah, but like you could put him in a movie or you could put him in a show. He could. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I don't think Marvel Television's like dead. I just don't think they're doing as much anymore, which is perfectly fine. Lanterns is HBO. Lanterns is HBO. Can we ban Grim from ODCU? No, he has a permanent spot in the server. Okay, brand new daytime.
Grandmas are a king mod.
True. Brand new daytime. You actually saw this one before me because I watched it about a few hours after you did. We both watched it Thursday.
Watched 1 hour after I did.
I
Um,
did.
or like an hour and a half, maybe. I don't know.
I'm gonna let you go first because you're gonna not like it as much as I did, and I can kind of come in and be like, yeah, I'm gonna let you criticize it first, give your
Okay,
good, your bad,
and we're
and then
going
I'm gonna come in and
spoilers.
rebut. We're going spoilers, so y'all, I'm gonna give y'all a few seconds if you need to leave now, do so. But we're gonna be talking brand new day spoilers. Sam, I'm not feeding that comment because I gave it lower than Letterboxd average, and I know it doesn't matter but it can't be that high if I gave it below the Letterboxd average. So chill on me. I gave the movie a
Letterbox
very fair
average
score.
is some normie stuff,
It's
bro.
it's
Uh,
ridiculously high. I'll give you that 4.2.
it's
Being the highest MCU movie ever. Come on, it's recency
it is
bias at its
nowhere
finest.
it is nowhere near the best MCU movie. I will say that.
Yeah, I
Um,
think that's fair. I think it's okay. We'll get it. Let's talk about it. Let's.
I'll tell you why people think this is because they have a very talented director in Destin Daniel Cretton who made a visually appealing film, which these audiences are not accustomed to with these MCU movies. And the one time they get that, they're like, "Whoa, this is the best! This is the best Spider-Man film! This is the
They got a
best!
goddamn director
This
for
that
once.
they got a goddamn director for once instead of
Yeah,
John Watts. Like
yeah.
you've been so accustomed to John Watts that you're like, this is the best Spider-Man film. This is the best
Hey, remember
MCU
when
film.
Watts was gonna do F4?
Yeah, I
Remember
do
that?
remember that. I
Yeah, it
do
would have been
remember that.
ass. I mean, it wouldn't have been ass. Like, I like all the John Watts movies, but like, it's so very obvious that the color palette and the cinematography of Brand New Day is like miles above anything else that they did. So when I say that this, I'm gonna rank it with the rest of the Spider-Man movies at the end of this thing. When I am a little bit lower on it than some of the Watts movies, understand that that's not coming from a visual perspective. That is the story, and I don't think John Watts wrote these scripts. I could be wrong, but I think they have the same writers for all these movies. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but
Not for this one.
I thought that they had the same people.
Well, they
McKenna
had
and
Justin
Summers.
Kritzitz write
Yeah,
this,
but I
or I
don't think
guess
he
rewrite it.
wrote it. I think he
No, he
rewrote
didn't
parts
write
of
the
it. Yeah.
screenplay. He just rewrote it, like, and was there on set rewriting stuff. And I'll
Classic
talk about
Marvel.
this. I'll talk about the screenplay because this is just kind of the same screenplay you get with the Watts films.
Okay, that's fair.
And that's one of my problems with the film is the writing.
That's
Um,
definitely fair.
I think I went into this film prepared to hate the fact that MJ and Ned were coming back and that Spider-Man wasn't going to let them go. I was ready to see him adventure in college with new people. And it doesn't have to be this film. I guess they can definitely hinge on that kind of loner factor for sure,
Yeah.
but at least give us some time. And after this film, I was like, MJ and Ned were not problems in this film. In
No.
fact, I actually quite liked them because Ned was not written like how he was with the Watts films, which was interesting.
Ned felt
Ned
4
is
years
like
older,
likable.
and he felt 4 years older. He felt like he was now a mature adult, or enough of a mature adult for being in college, I suppose. Um,
Well, yeah, he was out here drinking whatever the hell that was.
God, they had some weird juice at that party, bro. I don't know what the hell that was.
I thought that was a product placement of like some alcoholic drink at first, and I was like, no, this is some fake
Tom
BS.
would never. Tom is very anti-alcohol at this point.
Yeah,
He's got a whole like
it's,
bureau, like
which
no
was
alcohol
also
brand.
showcased in the film.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had Bureau in the film.
Oh, there you go. But I mean, yeah, that's gonna happen because again, it's Tom
Yeah,
Holland probably produced the movie. I could be wrong, but he probably did get producer credit at this
I mean
point. So,
product placement. There's a lot of product placement in this film. Holy shit, there's
what
a
are?
lot.
Yeah, yeah.
They had a car. I forget the brand, but they kept showing it.
That's pretty common though for
It's pretty
any
common,
blockbuster,
but
but
it wasn't
specifically
just that. It
Marvel
was like
does a lot of that. Samsung, I think they had some Samsung stuff maybe.
yeah, like all their devices were Samsung and
Yeah.
Android.
That's not that crazy. I mean,
It's
you
not
can
that
say what you
crazy.
want about it, but that's not that crazy. And it didn't
Some
detract from
people
the movie
online
really.
were
So,
taking problem with it, but it's just not that crazy. Um,
so, so you talked about the screenplay, and I think it's a fair point. I think it's why you gave the movie a lower
and I'm
score than
going to
me.
talk about the villain too.
But so my aspect of the screenplay is that because it's written like the other Watts movies, which I do like them all. I like every single Spider-Man movie in the MCU. I think that
Unfortunately,
for
you
me,
do.
that's what'd you say?
I said, unfortunately, you do.
Yeah, that is true. I think that this movie, because it's written like the other ones, gives it also that through line of like this is still connected to the last trilogy. This is still an MCU Spider-Man movie, and for me, I enjoy all of those films, but also like specifically with Spider-Man: Brand New Day. Um, I don't know, like I just felt that because it was written like the other movies, I was able to enjoy, but it also sort of stays on that same plane as the rest of them. Like it didn't for you, right? Like you probably enjoyed this movie a little bit more because uh it's got great cinematography, right? And it's got great visuals. For me, because I honestly feel
Yeah.
like it was a little bit of a less put together script than some of the other movies. I actually, this is a hot take, I'm sure, but No Way Home genuinely might have been written better, and it pains me to say that because it feels like it shouldn't have been, but it's not as stuffed. It's got a lot of stuff going
I
on,
really
but
do not like No Way Home.
I know,
It
but
might be on par script wise, because like the thing about this film is it really just to me the first hour of this film is a Spider-Man film.
oh yeah,
The rest of this film takes it out of that aspect because then
it
it
becomes
just
an
feels
MCU
like
movie, Marvel the movie
not
once
only
again.
that, it just feels like an X-Men setup.
I did
Because
say
we have
when I reviewed it briefly, I said I didn't realize this was going to be X-Men Zero, but it kind of is.
it
Uh,
kind of is.
I don't know.
And I had a fun time watching this film,
Yeah.
but I had some. I think my biggest problem with this film is the fact that they give Jean Grey this weird origin
Mm-hmm.
that's not like her at all. And I know she's been a villain, especially in Dark Phoenix runs and stuff like
Oh yeah.
that. But the difference with that is that she's possessed into committing those acts. She's not in her right state of mind.
So yeah,
Here,
having watched
she's
97, just to quickly interrupt, having watched 97, she is super likable in 97, like ridiculously likable.
mhm.
And the only time that she's ever really portrayed as evil is when she's possessed by the Phoenix Force. So like I was shocked, as I'm sure you're probably going to point out. I'm sorry for interrupting you, but like the whole Jean Grey of it all being, she is just the villain of the movie. She's
Yeah,
not like unsympathetic. She's a very good MCU villain if we're talking like out of MCU villains, because ultimately I can see myself rooting for her in the future. But like, she's gonna need to do something in Secret Wars for me to like her more as a hero, because I don't see how this Jean Grey becomes an essential X-Men member in the X-Men movie with her being very like not evil, but like she's not like a very uh
I would argue she's pretty evil.
yeah, I don't. Maybe she is. Yeah,
She's
but I don't
like,
know.
well, she's like Magneto. Like she
Yeah.
has
Okay.
her. The reason she does this stuff is it comes from something that's happened to her with her sister being captive by the government and then later dying. But
She's
the
certainly,
the
I
fact
think,
she
in a
takes us
way.
out as terrorism is like Magneto. Which
Well,
I mean, I guess you could create an arc there in these X Men films
I
between
was about to
Jean Grey
say,
and Magneto,
he's. They've been
but
very. They've been very want like the Marvel Studios at least has loved the whole Magneto redemption, right? Like that's they've liked putting him with the X-Men. And so I'm wondering if part of, I don't think Adam Driver's playing Magneto, but I'm assuming he is in these next movies. Doomsday's Magneto, Ian McKellen, appears to be an X-Men member. I don't know if you've seen the costume that he has, but he has an X on his belt, very clearly an X-Men. And I'm wondering if the X-Men movies sort of treat him not as a villain, but as this sort of like extra alternative to Xavier's line of thought. Because I do think Magneto works better as that. It's hard to call Magneto a villain because his methodology and what he's claiming is kind of true. Like humans do kind of just hate mutants. And Metzger, specifically with the Department of Damage Control, I think is going to show, oh yeah, they do hate mutants. Like very clearly in this movie, Metzger is abusing Jean Grey, and he abused Sarah Grey,
yep.
and he's going to be in X Men. That was reported by APOC, I believe. But he's obviously being set up as like this guy in charge of this Department of Damage Control, and might become a different governmental entity at some point. And they're going to be hunting down mutants or oppressing mutants or
And
whatever. And the
they
movie
also
sets
set it
that all
up
up pretty well.
with the inhibitor chips.
Yeah, which is like I knew exactly what that was when I saw it, and I sat
Yeah,
there and I'm like, is Peter gonna catch flack for that in future movies,
and that's why
or are they
like
gonna?
I'm a little confused by the ending here because like I don't know why Spider Man would just let this go, but I don't know. Like I feel like after this movie ends, he's trying to figure out what the hell the Department of Damage Control is doing here, right? But
Okay, so here's what they can do to not write themselves out of a hole. Spider-Man appears to take place in fall of 2028, right? That Marvel timeline enthusiasts have seemingly placed it there. And Doomsday is November of 2028, so like we're pretty much in the same time span. What they can do is have him deal with Doomsday and Secret Wars, so they can obviously that is a much bigger priority than damage control shenanigans. And then what I think they could do is have Spider-Man 5 set kind of right after Secret Wars. So that way you can deal with the Department of Damage Control, or the X-Men deal with it. And so he doesn't have to. And then that way you resolve that plot line without it being like, okay, well, Spider-Man obviously has, a year to figure this out. Like obviously he would have done it by now. Just so that way you have that through line. Because I was watching Brand New Day and I was like, oh, like why wasn't he with the Thunderbolts and they kind of address it, but not really in the Thunderbolts movie. Why wasn't he helping Daredevil in New York when Fisk was mayor? And the theory that has been going around, unrelated to the movie, this is just pure like background MCU stuff. You kind of just have to infer it. Is that he hung up his suit in like December when Fisk took office. Uh, Kind of dealing with his depression there as well, but like also just like he left being a superhero because they were getting rid of all these vigilantes and he couldn't deal with it. There's a scene where he's in the montage specifically where he's fighting Scorpion in the winter, and people believe that that's like the last time that he was really Spider-Man for a while. And then post Fisk
I don't think there's anything that shows that theory though.
no, there's nothing. It's simply a theory. There's nothing that the movie does to specifically tell you because they kind of just stream
I don't
past
know if I
everything and
buy
they
into
put it
that,
they put it in like
but
late 2028. But like
that's probably what they're gonna do with the Batman Part 2 though.
The whole Daredevil stuff is all in 2027, and I think even season 3 will probably be in 2027. So like from my perspective, the only way you can make it so that way Spider-Man's not there, besides the obvious issue of just the rights and stuff, is that he retired for a bit and then kind of came back into the fold right when Fisk kind of left the picture, and then continued to be Spider-Man for a little bit longer after everything, and then Punisher's special is right before the movie, like genuinely like a month before the movie. And that him and Frank had worked a little before then, and then Frank kind of comes into this movie having already known Spider-Man, but also having gone through his transformation in Punisher: One Last Kill, which I know you didn't see. It's kind of bland. It's just action, kind of the whole way through.
Mhm.
They deal with Punisher's trauma a little bit, but it's not essential watching for this movie at all. It gives you a little, if you don't know Punisher at all, maybe I'd recommend it, but
I
it
mean,
kind
they
of just
just made it quippy,
condenses.
but that's kind
Yeah,
of what I thought they would have done. Like when Jean Grey goes in his head, he's like, "Oh, this dude is messed up." Like that's
yeah.
kind of
Well,
like your MCU writing, but
honestly, they did Punisher
they,
pretty well. I was very
they
happy
did
with
they
this
did
interpretation
Punisher
of
really
Punisher.
well. The dialogue was here and there for me, just like that one dialogue
Bernthal's also not
clip.
Bernthal's also not great at delivering dialogue. If I'm being honest, he's not
Well,
really a
you think
speaker.
that because you thought he did bad in the Odyssey,
I think he
which
did
I
bad in the
guess
Odyssey. I don't think he did bad in this movie, but like, dude, I've seen him as Punisher in a lot of things. He's not
I have not.
that good. He's not like bad as Punisher, but he's not good at delivering lines as Punisher. He's good
Yeah.
at being badass and like showing off emotions with his face, but he's not
Mhm.
good at speaking those emotions. Which Punisher that makes sense, but yeah, I don't know. But
Yeah.
for those uninitiated with Punisher as well, I would recommend maybe One Last Kill. It basically summarizes the first 2 seasons of Punisher. So like you don't really have to watch those seasons at all because like you can, but it's telling you his whole emotional journey through like 50 minutes instead of, I don't know, 26 hours. So personally, I would go with
And there's some great CGI moments in that one.
yeah, that one shot is really jarring and it's really funny because they don't really use CGI that much. So it's just that. And it's like even that shot was barely CG'd. Like if you look at the shot, it's just really poorly framed and really poorly shot. Cuz like it is still John
Well, they
Bernthal.
use CGI, but
No, it's him going down into the thing. Like
yes,
you
I
can look
know, but they use CGI in that
physically.
shot.
It's such a bad shot. I don't know. I do
I
hate
mean,
that
it's
that's
a
the only thing
horrible
that people
shot,
talk about.
but
It's the only thing that people talk about though. I do think that's stupid because there's
because
plenty
it
to
looks like
criticize.
a PS1 cutscene.
I
I guess
agree,
like it's
but it
like the
does a lot.
Flash. I mean, if people see something as jarring as that, then they're just gonna harp
There's a
on it.
lot to criticize about Punisher: One Last Kill though. It's horrible in its execution of just being a special. Like I don't. Oh God. Like I
But can
just
I
don't
tell
get me
you one
started.
positive?
Go ahead.
They make Jalen Brunson canon.
They do make Jalen Brunson canon. That kid actually
Yeah.
serves kind of a purpose, which is really interesting. But
I just saw the
uh
jersey online. I didn't watch the show, but
no, it's straight fodder, as Sam would say. Straight fodder.
anyways, I did not like how they did Jean Grey here, both as a villain for this film and as a character.
I think Sadie gives that
It's
convincing of
like
a performance either.
now, it's like okay, you said that I would have liked this movie if it was a Superman film, and I'm here to
Okay, yeah, I
disagree with
did say
that.
that. I think
This is
I
okay. If Superman was Superman versus Raven, then this would be that film.
You think so? I think Jean and Spider-Man
Yeah,
have a little more in common. They got more comic book,
I guess so because Raven has magic powers and Superman's
like
is more.
dead ass though.
Well,
Like if we're talking like
okay,
a
it's like
correct
Superman versus Black
comparison,
Adam, maybe,
there you go. There you go. That's a much better.
which is what The Rock was trying to do.
Yeah, because like Superman and Black Adam have interacted and they have fought, and it has happened like once. And it's not that Jean Grey and Spider Man have never interacted, but it's that like, why is she the villain in the Spider Man movie? Why was Black Adam going to be the
It's
villain in a
the
Superman movie?
first movie in this new trilogy.
Well,
Uh,
I it's the fourth movie. I don't love that fully, just because like
I
it's
think it's going to
very
be a new trilogy.
yes, but it's very clearly a sequel to No Way Home. It's not trying to be it's not a full on new thing. It is
I guess it would.
absolutely a sequel to New Way Home.
It's an
No Way Home.
entirely it's a start of an entirely new journey for Peter. So I guess in that sense,
It's like closing the book on Watts stuff and starting a new potential. Like I don't know, because like I still think that Zendaya is going to show up in Spider-Man 5, because at this point it's also just like she's
well, yeah,
married to Tom Holland in real life.
they're
Like
definitely going
she's
to
going to be in the
make
movies.
MJ and Peter Endgame here. In
You think
fact,
so?
I think that this film definitely painted that.
I think Spider-Man 5 leans into him being with Black Cat. I think that that's going to happen. He's so here's my thing, right?
Maybe
Spider-Man 3, as in Raimi's Spider-Man 3. Venom symbiote, right? He becomes evil. He hangs out with Gwen Stacy, right? That whole deal. What if instead it's Black Cat? You know,
maybe
I don't know if Spider-Man 2, the
it'd be
video game, does
smart.
this. To be fair, it might, but like, who cares if you're retreading on old ground? Like, this is very clearly a storyline you can do. And
Yeah,
I think that could work.
but I definitely think
Uh,
this film is painting the seeds for that
and if I'm
because
being honest, you know how like Sony loves to put in Marvel characters, right? In their like other Marvel characters in their movies that aren't just Spider-Man. Like it's almost a Sony requirement for these movies. What if you do Johnny Storm, right? And you do maybe the rest of the F word does like a cameo, but you Johnny Storm is like a supporting player in this. And like he's trying to get through to Peter as a friend. Black Cat's leading him astray and all that, and then MJ. It's almost like a romance movie. I mean, I'm not pitching this well because I feel like it wouldn't fully work. But like, you take aspects of what I'm saying here, I think you got Spider-Man 5, because they're gonna touch on the symbiote. They're just gonna. I mean, they're gonna probably give it to him in
probably.
Secret Wars, and he's probably gonna have it still in Secret Wars, and then they're gonna run it in Spider-Man 5.
I mean, I'm not saying that he's going to find someone else, which I think it would be Spider-Man 5 to do that in, because
Mm.
I think this new story with MJ is definitely very new. Obviously, because she's just finding him for the first time, and she doesn't love him yet. But
No,
I think they, since obviously for some reason Ned remembers Peter, they're definitely going to come close. They're definitely going to be friends again.
what do you think of that as the ending?
They're definitely going to be friends again.
But no, what do you think? Like, what did you think of that scene?
Oh, dude, I thought he just remembered being the fact that they cut it off there tells me that he remembered their history.
I
Which
just meant like, did you like it? You're being introspective here,
oh
and that's great. But like, did you like that scene? Did you like that Ned's the curse, the Doctor Strange spell is broken simply off of muscle memory?
no,
Okay,
because why didn't MJ remember?
I think this is what makes or breaks the movie, because I absolutely loved that scene. Like, I thought that that was the perfect way to close the movie, and I think it makes Ned's been his friend forever, right? And
Right.
at least MCU wise, I think he's only been friends since like freshman year, but that's still 4 years, which is quite a bit of time. And me and you have been friends for less than that. Uh, like it was about 4 years. We've been friends for less than 4 years. Ned also might have magic in him. That's true, but I'm not going with that theory necessarily. He's only known MJ for a little bit. He's known MJ, I think, for about 3 years, which is not that much less. But like, you gotta remember him and Ned, even when he was pursuing MJ in like Far From Home, like him and Ned were super close, So I liked that the movie was
Yeah.
just kind of like this is I hate to say power of friendship, but like I I just felt like that was really a sweet moment.
Oh, he's also been close with MJ since Far From Home. I,
Yes, but I do
I
I
don't know.
think
See,
I
what that tells me is that she's eventually going to remember him. That's what that tells
I
me.
don't think
If
she
she
like
hasn't yet,
she didn't like not believe him, right? Like she wasn't
right?
like, oh, like she understood. I think part of her understood that there were parts that simply didn't make sense. And she was like,
Hmm.
clearly he's telling the truth here because clearly there's memories that I'm forgetting. But I think with Ned, it's going to be the same thing, but I think he remembered the handshake. You could only associate that with Peter. There's nothing you didn't
Right.
do the handshake
I
with
guess.
someone else.
I mean, it's not something
So
that I'm bothered by. It's
no,
just
I'm just saying that scene was very touching, and I thought that was a great way to end the movie. I didn't mean it
I'll
on like
just
a
have to
lore
see
level
how
or
they
whatever.
handle the whole trio in the fifth. But
And
anyway,
then
I didn't dislike these three characters and how they were written
no,
here.
what did you
Hulk,
think of?
I did not like.
Well, we can talk about that. I was going to completely shift gears, but we can talk about Hulk first. I think Hulk was underutilized. I think if you're going to put Mark Ruffalo in the movie as Hulk, he probably deserves a little bit more than essentially a side plot. Um, I I guess I get it. You know, from an MCU perspective, this makes sense. He's a scientist that Peter knows. Obviously, Hulk doesn't know Peter, but Peter would know Hulk, and he would know at least Bruce Banner. Um, and learning how to make the inhibitor from that, like that all makes sense. But part of me does kind of feel a little frustrated that like they've already used the lizard one in No Way Home, and in the way that No Way Home is written, it's sort of implied that none of these characters actually exist in the MCU, which is fine.
Yet.
Yeah, but like that's all going to be a Secret Wars thing where I think they're like, okay, we merged the universes in 828. There was Green Goblin, or like, you know what I mean? Like that's going to be how that's written.
I mean,
Uh,
what if? Yeah, that makes it hard because what if Peter's at college and he's like, and Doc
Peter's
Ock is
already
there,
done.
and,
Peter's already
and
kind of done
Doc
with
Ock
college.
and oh, that's right. But he meets Doc Ock, and he's like, wait, I know you from that one universe who turns
But like,
evil.
you got to remember in No Way Home, right? Like, he knew these guys were evil. He was trying to help them be good. Peter unfortunately has this issue where he sees someone he knows will be bad and tries to make them good anyway. And it doesn't always work. And I feel like I could see him working for Octavius Industries, trying so damn hard to make sure Otto is not evil and then he becomes evil. Uh
That's kind of the only
or
way you can do it,
or
because
Norman, right? If you use those characters, you don't have to use those characters.
you could also tie the inhibitor chip with it all.
Oh yeah, that's totally something you could use of Octopus for damn sure. But this is what I'm saying. Like
Um,
Brand New Day, I think does set up sometimes those small little things in such a glorious way. Because the inhibitor chip thing is absolutely X-Men setup, but like they
right.
don't do it in this like forced way. It makes sense for what the story's telling. Jean Grey stuff, sure. Metzger stuff, sure. But I do feel like the movie is
I did like the stuff with the inhibitor chip. I thought that was
yeah.
clever.
Like that is perfect, and that's an amazing way of doing world building. Of
Yeah.
giving and
And
the
that's
fact that
how
Peter's the one to make it
that's
is like,
the that's the little stuff you can do to build up to something like X-Men, not just force Jean Grey into this, making her the villain.
no,
That
but all things considered, from my perspective at least, this could have been a lot worse. In terms of Jean Grey, I mean, this
could have
could have
been.
been real unpolished. I mean, Punisher. The fact that Punisher simply works. I mean, I think we both agree that Punisher just works in this movie.
Yeah.
That when we heard Roga say that Hulk and Punisher were going to be in this movie, we thought that was a load of BS. And then when we learned it was true, we laughed and we said, I don't know about this one. I will say at least Punisher works very well.
No,
Hulk makes
actually,
sense.
I was
It's
I
just
was
kind of
on
like,
board.
you really were?
I was on board with Punisher. I was not on board with Hulk, which turned out
Mm.
true
I
in the final. I thought Punisher in Spider-Man.
Oh, you cut out.
Oh, can
You
you hear
cut
me
out.
now?
I can hear you now. Stream also cut out. There you go. All right, we're back. What did you say specifically about Hulk? You might be gone now. Shit. Oh my god, bro. No, Cole's gone. Bro, this happens once every stream. It's possible his camera died, but I'm not 100% sure. We're gonna try to get him back, y'all. Uh, dude, bro, what? I just got like a notification. Okay, there we go. Show on stream. There you go. You're back. My fault.
Am
You
I
back?
back?
Yeah, you're back. I also got
Uh,
like a notification on my PC that
that
like,
must have been on your end because I'm fine over here.
okay, it's possible. It's possible. You were saying something about the Hulk. I want to make
I
sure you
was
get the thought
I
out.
was not even talking about the whole. I was saying something. I was pretty intense into talking about Punisher. Um, so I don't know where you got the Hulk from.
I don't know.
Um,
You cut out. I don't friggin' know.
Anyways, I knew that Punisher and Spider Man were gonna be great together. And I was saying that I this is why I'm kind of pro merge over here at DC because these are two characters that are not really tonally the same,
Consistent. Yep.
and they're kind of meshed together, and you kind of deal with that creatively. And I think they nailed it here with Brand New Day, and that's why I think they can do it good with Badinson and Cornsmith.
And low
But
key, that's actually a more extreme example. Do you want to know what the MCU example of the merge is?
but
Daredevil. Doing Spider-Man and Daredevil.
yeah,
Daredevil is a lot like Batman, especially in his show. Maybe the Netflix one more than the Disney Plus one, but they're both very similar. I mean, I think Daredevil is a pretty similar character to Batman in terms of tone. Tell me right now if Daredevil doesn't work in these movies, because I mean, if Punisher works, there's no way Daredevil doesn't work. And I think it's simply hilarious that we still sit here in 2026 having seen the MCU I mean, not perfect it, but like clearly do a very good job at mixing and matching different tones of characters with each other. The Avengers movies have all sort of had that feel. I mean, some of them are not that different from each other, but a few of them are, and they have worked just fine. That we're really sitting here saying that we can't have Pattinson and Cornswet. Maybe it doesn't happen, right? That's a different thing. But I think either way, I think it happens in some capacity. Uh, with a Superman and Batman team up for sure. So
yep, I agree. But anyways, I didn't think Hulk would work in this movie, and he didn't for me. Um, and I am tired of getting these Hulk off-screen characterizations
doesn't
or
hate that shit.
character. Wait, what?
You just that was the first thing I remember
No,
you saying about the movie was I hate
it's
these.
just all these off-screen Hulk arcs,
I remember there was a
and
line in She-Hulk where he's like, "It took me 16 years to master the brains and the brawn." And it's like, yeah, we didn't see any of that. Like, we didn't see you
yeah,
learn how to be Hulk.
yeah, and it just his character gets ripped to shreds literally here. We finally see Hulk back into his full form, which hasn't been
Right.
done in a while. And honestly, I shed tears when he fell off that building. I shed tears because this dude has been through hell. In
Yeah.
fact, he's talked about killing himself in one of the last projects he was in, right?
It was in She-Hulk, and you want to know what that was? That was directly from the Incredible Hulk tie-in game. I think where there is a scene where like he puts a gun to his head and like and then he can't pull the trigger. Because Hulk he like points it up in his mouth and then Hulk spits out the bullet.
Yeah, and then this happens, and he's like, "Did I hurt anybody?" And he's scared. He's very
Bruce is fed up. Bruce is done. He doesn't want to keep
true.
doing this.
Like, I hope they do him well in Doomsday.
He's not in
I
Doomsday.
really.
I don't think he's in Doomsday. I think he's in Secret Wars.
What?
I don't well because
If he's,
like
what is he going to be in next?
Secret Wars.
That's too long.
It's a year, bro.
And
That's not
there's
that.
so many characters in this movie that he's going to get outshined. I mean, it's just going to be one character after another getting applause. Like,
One
we,
character after
yay,
another.
Ghost
Has,
Rider,
hashtag
Ghost
everybody's a Secret
Rider,
Wars. I do think
Ghost
when it
Rider,
comes to
Blade.
specifically when it comes down to specifically Blade, Ghost Rider, and T'Challa Jr., I think they're exclusively at the end of the movie, and I think they're to set up the future of the MCU. Like they do like a whole like 20-minute like here's the universe now, and they like show brief cameo teases of these characters. I know that seems a little stupid, but like I think that's the only way you can really do it, where it still
It's
like
not.
doesn't take
It's
away from
not
the
my
movie.
favorite. It's not my type of movie. I'll just
Like
say that
you get
much.
the acolyte like Plagueis like, but it's like Ghost Rider.
Okay, bro's trying to tempt me with the Acolyte
I am.
comps.
I might be. Don't
Um,
pretend you're not gonna see Secret Wars though. That's not. Don't do that. Like it's gonna be a big movie.
maybe I won't.
Come on now. It's gonna be a big movie.
Maybe I won't.
It's gonna be
Maybe I
a big
won't.
movie. It might be the
Um,
highest grossing movie ever when all is said and done. It might be. Might be.
I'm not, dude. I am not disagreeing with you there. I have never disagreed with you on how much a Marvel movie is going to make. I've disagreed with
Yeah,
you on
except
quality,
I do think I was very heavily saying Fantastic Four would outgrow Superman, and you disagreed, and you were dead right.
and I was right.
So
And I was right.
uh we can't really have those discussions right now because like it was very obvious Spider-Man was going to outpass Supergirl, and it's very obvious that Doomsday will outpass Clayface, and it's very obvious that Secret Wars will outpass Man of Tomorrow. So we don't really got a good back to back like one like it's hard. It's difficult. Our
Yeah,
first
I
good look
mean,
is going to
Marvel has
be
some heavy hitters here. They're probably gonna make. They're all gonna make money with these ones.
dang Sam. We do not know New Order, bro. I'm sorry. Do you know New Order? You can get a New Order song going.
No, I can't help you
No,
there.
I don't know New Order. I'm sorry, Sam. Just
If
laugh
you
at us,
ask me
bro.
about if you,
Oh no, he cut out. You cut out. No. Oh my God,
if
bro.
you
It
ask me
might be
about
my
David Bowie,
Wi-Fi. David
wait, what
Bowie.
happened?
David Bowie. You said David Bowie. You cut out, but I heard David Bowie. If he
No.
was David Bowie, you'd be able to help him. That's true. You are a big
Yep.
David Bowie head.
All right.
Uh,
So
yeah. One
what
last
else
thing
do we talk
before we.
about?
I was gonna just do. Oh, there was one scene I wanted to touch on. I cried when Aunt May talked to Jean as she would talk to Peter. I thought that was really good. Um.
I
Yeah. I
didn't.
don't. You didn't like that scene?
No.
Oh God, I
I
love that scene.
I
I
I
legit
told you
cried.
why.
Why?
Because okay, the whole time the scene was playing, I was like, this is pretty much a one for one repeat of what they did with the Thunderbolts ending.
Oh
Like
right,
just
yeah,
straight
that's
up.
right.
And I felt this watching it. So I wasn't
Yeah,
as emotional as you were with it. And it's a powerful scene in itself, but with the context of the Thunderbolts, which is one of my favorite MCU movies, it was just like reheating its nachos. Like it's the same kind of beat, story beat.
different though,
The
because
same.
it's
It's
basically a
not
mom.
entirely different.
It's a basically a mom talking to her son about it makes Far From Home and Homecoming's ending, I guess, well, Far From Home, I guess it's literally just Far From Home, so much better because it shows you the process that Aunt May had to take to accept Peter as Spider-Man. Because
I
everyone
mean,
just kind of watched.
I don't have a problem with the scene in itself. It's just it felt just derivative of what Thunderbolts did. Like I think it's a
That's
good
fair.
it's a good scene in itself and builds on Peter and Aunt May's relationship. I just
What
felt like it was just the story beat, the scene was derivative of the Thunderbolts one with the void. That was it.
what I told you, I think after was that there's almost I feel like there might be a reason why they're continuing to come back to this theme of family, and I think it's because it all ties into that to the larger multiverse saga narrative of like your heirs, like right, we got Thor has like Love as like his child, Reed's got Franklin, and Sue has Franklin, and Steve's now got his kid, right? And like
We low
none
key
of them
doing
are.
that in the DCU right now.
T'Challa's got T'Challa Jr. Okay, yeah, but they did it before the DC was even formed, so we can't fully say
Yeah,
they
I
taught you.
know. I was joking. I was making a DC
But like
joke.
all of these different characters, I don't think T'Challa Jr. is in Doomsday, to be fair. But like the rest
I I'm confused
are,
about the T'Challa Junior stuff
I think they're
because isn't
genuinely
he
just
like
gonna.
a little kid, bruh?
Yeah, I think there's
And
genuinely aging him up in Secret Wars. It's not that crazy. I hate to be like, yeah.
th-
I mean,
they
it's
could.
just dead lazy
Is
writing. But like,
okay. Is there a character? There's this DC character. I forget his name. He was in Gotham. If you watch Gotham, but
I
they
do.
were like so tired of Poison Ivy being a little kid that they
Yes,
literally
I
took this
remember that.
character and
Yes,
aged
they
her.
made.
He touched
So like,
her and they made her
I'm not
older.
gonna lie to
I guess
you. Sometimes
it's too
these movies
bad.
just don't care anymore, and it's like I don't. You
I
just
could
kind of
see
have to
them straight
accept
up
it.
doing that.
I don't. It's lazy as hell, and I don't even know if it would get a point off for me because I'd just be like, yeah, I also want to see T'Challa older. Like, whatever, bro. Like, I don't like. Thank you. Like, I would like praise them for the lazy writing decision. Um, okay, yeah, it's the same with Jonathan Kent in the main comics. I know, because
That was her older sister, Mr. Nostalgia.
yes,
Oh, the actress was
yes,
16
she looks
for
so
her
much
older.
younger than Sadie, but there's no way she wasn't meant to be the older sister. There's no way that their dynamic is not. I thought maybe they would be twins. They're not twins. Sarah's absolutely meant to be older than Jean. Um,
So Sadie's a kid here. Is she?
I don't think she's
People oh,
24.
no,
I don't
people
think she's 20.
are like she's a teenager in this film.
She
People have
might
been
be
saying
like
that.
she might be like
I didn't.
17. Well, let me put it to you this way: Peter
I
and
think
Jean do not have a romantic relationship in this movie. I don't know why everyone's saying there. I saw a ship edit of them on
well,
TikTok.
I
Shut
think
up,
it was a
bro.
stupid decision to have that scene happen. But I agree with you that
But
there's
he's
no
not like
chemistry. There's no
he's not telling her that he'll be there for her because he's like in love with her. He's saying that because he's gone through similar things that she has, and they can have a sort of camaraderie together. That's not like that's just Peter being your
right.
friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
I just think that scene with MJ when she was in MJ's mind was pretty bad. Um, well,
Yeah, but like that
it
is
was
probably
effective. It
yeah,
was effective in the
it's
story.
her
Very
being a
effective.
it's her like fucking with him, which is like makes sense because she's a villain.
But like she's literally kind of assaulting him.
Yeah, which is so funny because then Peter tells MJ, he's
The,
like, "Yeah, I like low key
it's
kissed you, and
basically what
I thought it
happened
was you."
in Wonder Woman 1984.
Yeah, that's true.
Like
I
it's kind of the
say,
same thing.
fully remembering what you're just saying. Like,
Remember when Steve Trevor is in this random dude's body and
now
they
I
fuck.
remember. Now I remember. Oh,
It was crazy. It was pretty bad. And then
oh, that movie sucks.
Wonder Woman is
Oh my
literally
god.
they literally make Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman kind of a rapist here in
I
that film.
dead forgot that they did that.
It was
Oh my god.
so stupid. It was so
Oh
bad.
my god. Oh, that movie's so bad. Okay. Um, yeah. Jeez. Okay. I don't even know how to
But
pivot off that.
that's kind of but it's not the same thing here. But I'm just comparing it um, because she's in someone else's body and uh, being romantic with him.
Yeah.
Um,
So
I don't know.
no, I'm with you. That's kind of messed up. But like,
It makes you hate Jean Grey's character more. And she's supposed to
I
be a leading X-Men who's likable.
what I'll say is I don't think a ton of people are coming out of this movie and saying I hate Jean Grey, which is good from a general audience perspective. I think me and you have similar thoughts where it's like obviously Jean is redeemable, but like I don't are they going to redeem her in Secret Wars? You better freaking hope so because otherwise we're going to see her in X-Men and I'm not going to feel her as redeemed. Um but what I'll say is I do think as far as the MCU villain problem goes, this is not one of them. I mean, I get it where it's like, okay,
Doesn't
Jean.
in X-Men 97, doesn't Mr. Sinister corrupt Jean's mind?
He like clones her, I believe. It's a different Jean.
I wonder if they do something like that.
Not yet. I wouldn't say yet. They might do it
But
later.
yeah,
I could see them reheating X-Men 97 nachos to like make it live action,
low key, that's probably what they're gonna do. I'm
but
just
they're not gonna like one-to-one copy anything. They might just take some storylines and put it into the MCU proper. And
yeah.
probably expand upon it too, because they're probably going to do spin-off movies with different mutants. This is where I'm saying like I don't think television's fully gone because I do think they do a few live action like Weapon X or something like that can easily make you money on Disney Plus. Like I feel
I
like
do
you
hope they. I do hope they do. This is completely off topic, but I do hope they do a Wolverine film with a new actor to
and
build him for
no Deadpool, no
X-Men 2.
Deadpool, no
No
Deadpool in
Deadpool.
that. So you
We
want to do
don't fuck.
Wolverine in like 2030 before maybe a X-Men in 2031?
Yeah, why not? It would come out before Brave and the Bold.
That shit. What do you say? I mean, Wolverine would make bank, so that is a pretty good.
The
That's a
game's
pretty good
coming
take.
out. I think they're building him as a very popular IP, especially with continuing Hugh Jackman in Doomsday. Apparently,
And the other one, probably
Secret Wars.
can't imagine he's not in Secret Wars. That
So
has to be the send off. I understand wanting to keep you around because he's just popular, but
there's no
like
way to continue Hugh Jackman in the new X Men
the
stuff.
only way
There's
they
no
would
way.
do it now is if there's two Logans, and like, why would you do that? That doesn't make sense to me.
The DC is doing it with Batman.
Or there's
Or
two
well,
Batmans.
I guess they're not in the same universe.
I mean, like old man Logan and a younger Wolverine fresh off of Weapon X. I just don't. At that point, just do X-23 and just bring back Daphne Keene and just have her be the main Wolverine. But
Could,
like, I feel like people aren't
could
gonna
have
like that.
Daphne Keene come in for X Men.
I don't like to theorize too much about X-Men because I really did think we were gonna get like a cast and maybe even an extra X-Men project, right? We didn't get that. We got Ghost Rider. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with Ghost Rider. What is that supposed to tell me? I don't know what that tells me. There's no mutants in that. So
I
I'm like, whatever, bro. Like, I'm not. Marvel has a sense of direction. I think. I just think that there's a few plot lines that they want to do, and they're just like teeing them all up. But for me personally, I would have loved to see a second X-Men related thing, so I can understand what we're doing here. Because I'm just a little confused on is Hugh back? Is whatever. We're gonna wait. We're gonna find out. I guess
yeah
they're waiting until after Brand New Day. Guess what? Guess what, Mr. Nostalgia? We're past Brand New Day. As of tomorrow, I want to hear some X Men stuff because I am ready. I'm
this
ready
okay.
and waiting.
Let me reveal something about Brayden. He cares more about future projects than he does with the current ones that are out in theaters.
I'm not lying to you. My brain does sometimes work like this. Like I will literally be like, okay,
Well,
yeah,
you
Lanterns
straight
is
up admitted
cool.
this to me.
Lanterns and Clayface are cool, whatever. But like, what's happening in 2029 for DC? What's going on there? My brain likes to think of things in a lengthy pattern of time, and everyone gets that little adrenaline boost when you hear a new movie get announced for Marvel or for
Sure.
DC or whatever. But for
We
me,
haven't had that with DC in a while, but
dude, like this is what I'm saying. Like they announced Bane and Deathstroke. Am I going to want to watch that movie when it comes out? Like I'm gonna watch it when it comes out, but like, am I going to want to watch it? No. But like, I
I
want
will
to
want to
know what
watch
it
it
is.
if it is Secret Six.
The only movies where I still want to watch it
All right,
before
we're
it
lucky
comes
just
out
yapping here.
is
We're lucky.
Spider-Man, Avengers, and Superman and Batman. Those are the only four IPs where I and Deadpool. Five. I have five
So you don't care
heroes.
about Wonder Woman.
I'm saying I care. I'm just saying that when I go to see it, I'm not going to get butterflies in my stomach. I got butterflies before I watch
So
Spider-Man.
you low key don't care about Wonder Woman.
I
Got it.
get mad excited about five things. Justice League's probably added to this, but I just don't know because there hasn't been a good Justice League movie ever. Avengers, Superman, Batman, Spider-Man, and Deadpool. Those are the only five. And I understand. Oh, Deadpool. I don't care, man. That's how my brain works. Okay.
This Braden's brain is wired to like Sean Levy
It's
products
possible.
like
We're gonna
Deadpool,
find out in May.
Starfire.
We're gonna find out. I don't. Maybe I do.
I'm actually very eager to see this trailer. for
Starfighter's trailer.
Starfighter.
Is it gonna come out next
Oh
month?
my
You
god.
think so? Dude, I'm gonna get
It's
Gustavo to
May,
live
so it's
react.
probably
I'm
November
gonna get
or
Gustavo to live react to
D23.
the Starfighter trailer live on the
It's,
channel.
it's probably gonna make bank.
It's gonna be
That
great.
reaction.
Um,
All right, I think
we're
we're
wrapping up.
pretty good here. Yeah.
So let's give final thoughts here. I thought Spider-Man Brand New Day was great. I hesitated on saying great. I'm going to call it great, and I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5, 8 out of 10, if you will. In terms of other Spider-Man movies in the MCU, it's third, which is really low. Um, I really love Far From Home. It's a different conversation. It's second for me. I've already given my take on No Way Home. It's first, and Homecoming's fourth, but they're very close. Homecoming and Brand New Day are of the same quality for me, and so it's just kind of pick your poison, or in this case, pick your yummy food. What
Okay.
about you?
I would give this film a 3 out of 5 or a 6 out of 10. And in terms of rankings, Spider-Man. Oh, my light went out. In
Twilight.
terms of Spider-Man rankings, I would say I would put Homecoming at first.
Yeah, you
Because
love
I'm a sucker for
Homecoming.
Homecoming.
Yeah, you got it.
Um, Second, Brand New Day.
I'm actually trying to get this
Third, okay, huge gap in between here.
one. Okay, yeah.
Honestly, flips for me because I just don't know which one's worse. Far From Home or No Way Home. I will have No Way Home at last.
Oh, he cut out.
Just because I
No.
just don't think Far From.
Oh,
Wait, what?
no, you're back. You cut out. You cut out. When you said no way home at last. You said you cut out. I'm like, no, we're so close.
Yeah, No Way Home is bad. Far From Home is bad for me.
That's ridiculous.
Um,
I don't even know what to say. I
you
don't know.
have Far
Maybe we
From
should
Home
have
at a 9 out of 10
we have
right
No Way
now.
Home at a 9 out of 10 too. I love those movies. I love them more than
Fuck.
Brand New Day. Not by a lot.
I'm
And
a huge
they've all got
Mysterio
small.
fan, and they ruined his character.
Dude,
I don't know what to say.
no, no, they didn't. Like they didn't. They
Yes, they
made it.
did.
They made it work for the MCU.
In
It
fact, they
was.
had a good actor in Jake Gyllenhaal, and they
I
still
do. I
did.
do like me some Jake Gyllenhaal. I can't lie. All right, that's the end of our stream. One quick thing before we go. Post credit scene. What do you think? Quick, less than a minute. What do you think? The hell? What the hell is that? What's Spider-Man returning in? Is it Doomsday?
I'm
Is it
gonna
Secret Wars?
I'm gonna tell you what exactly it means, because it's the most predictable thing ever I can think of an MCU thing to do. Is Tobey Maguire returning as Spider-Man in Doomsday? There you have it.
And my theory is that you got it, bro. That's exactly what I thought too. I do
Does
think
it
this.
does it specify which Spider-Man? And he's
No,
off-world,
he's off world.
so
The
we
only
know
other
it's a
theory is
different
that's
Spider-Man.
Battle World, but it just why would you tease that now? Right?
Yeah,
So I feel like it's Toby. When they say Spider-Man will return, it does mean Tom's in Secret Wars. He could be in a Doomsday post-credit scene, to be completely fair. I don't know that. Secret Wars is Tom, Toby, and Andrew. I think Spider-Man is or Doomsday is just Toby. And in fairness, Beyond the Spider Verse comes out before Doomsday, and I think all three of the Spider Men are in that too. So I don't know where that takes place in your timeline. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe Sony just says screw it, and they don't care. But they probably care a little bit. It probably is a tie into Secret Wars in some capacity. Um, yeah, Mr. Nostalgia
yeah,
says
that's
he thinks it means Battle World. It's the only other explanation, but
could be.
I think it's Toby, and I don't think that that's that bad. It's still a dope post credit scene in terms of like if they say after the fact it's Toby, it's like, whoa, that changes everything. But like, I don't know. It just I didn't need to wait through all the credits for it. Give it to me in the mid credit scene, okay? I didn't need it at the very end. I had to pee, okay? It happens. I needed to pee. Don't do that to me again, Marvel.
Yeah.
Well, that's the end of our stream. Thank you guys so much for coming. We appreciate it so much. I think the Doomsday post credit scene will connect. Yeah, exactly. I think it'll connect to Brand New Day. I think they want to push Spider-Man out there, especially because he's going to make 2.6 billion probably. 2.6 billion. You heard it here first. Um, Any last words for the stream?
Nah.
Don't cut out, bro. Don't cut out in the middle of that.
Dude, this camera battery is about to go down.
I know.
But
I was aware. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below, all that good stuff. And we'll see you guys in probably a week, maybe a little bit less. Maybe we'll cover Cape Crusader live. We probably won't though. And oh, my Adventure Superman review
probably not.
tomorrow. And X-Men and on Wednesday, and Spider-Man streams probably every day until I beat the freaking games. All right. Peace out, y'all. Take care.